call to order the July 26th, 2022 Bargersville Town Council meeting. Everyone will rise. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Do a roll call, starting to my right. Dustin Doyle. Andrew Greenwood. Susan Moss. Yeah, hold on. No council business. No ordinance and resolutions. Did everyone have a chance to review the minutes from our previous meeting 1 week ago?
I'll make a motion to approve the meeting, minutes from the July 19th.
I have a motion by Ms. Moore, second by Ms. Claus. Seeing no questions or comments, all those in favor? Aye.
Abstain.
Yeah.
Okay, so 3-0 and 1 abstention for those taking notes. Yeah. The treasurer report, town budget, and utility budget report. Everyone have a chance to look at that? Approval, but any questions or comments for the clerk? Deputy clerk? We'll move on. Approval of the expense report. Everyone have a chance to review that?
I move that we approve the June 2022 credit card statement, balance sheet, and expense report as presented.
Motion by Mr. Doyle, second by Mrs. Moore. Seeing no questions or comments, all those in favor? Aye. Good. Let's see. I hope we have Adjournment here today to give an update on police station change orders. Ready, come on.
Good afternoon. I think you have AIA change order number 2 in an amount of approximately just under 11,000, I believe. That change order there is for essentially the contingencies and PCOs we approved exceeded the original contingency amount, so that just gets us back in line. It's similar to change order 1 that we did about a month ago.
So let me clarify. I think this was the question that we had last week was, are there specific amounts that are being expended with this money, or this is just to say to keep our contingency in line with what it was previously? I think the question is we feel like we're at the end of the project, so why fully fund the contingency unless we know that we have these monies that we need to spend, and if we know we have those monies, let's just spend those monies and not.
So we had $150,000 originally, and then the previous council meeting, we exceeded that $150,000 by $10,986. So with this change order being executed, we're back to 0 hours. We essentially have to see what happens.
It's just, correct me if I'm wrong, I think it's just to update the number we've already spent.
Correct. That's what I think the question was, and you were here to help us.
Yeah,
Sorry, that's what the question was, is, hey, what,
Yeah.
we've already spent the money, we're now getting the paperwork to match the dollars. You're not asking for
Additional
any.
funds that it is.
We've already spent the money, we already approved those change orders, so this is just making the AIA document match.
Exactly. That's it. It's basically updating the contract.
That's what we needed.
Yep.
Okay, any other questions on this change order?
Mr. President, I move that we approve the police station change order to update the contingency fund.
You want to put it down?
Oh, in the amount of 10,000. 350. I'm sorry, 986. $10,986.
Motion by Mr. Joel, second by Mrs. Cool, or excuse me, more, sorry. Seeing no questions or comments, all those in favor? Aye.
And then, PCO 50, I believe, is the other one, and approximately the amount of like $283. That was, my understanding is the vendor had could not fish a wire down for access control, and ended up cutting the raceway that was provided. So Hillary takes them out and assist with getting that wire in. That's just the cost for them to come out with that haul. Typically, that would be something we would just back charge a vendor, but you know,
That was the question.
I don't have a contract with that vendor. That was a town provided vendor, so I don't really have any contractual paperwork to back charge them.
Who cut it? Was that portion that needed access control?
Fortunately, doing access control, yes.
They're still working with us on
So then we need to invoice them for this $283.80.
I'm not familiar with, I mean, from what I'm hearing, it's their fault, correct?
From my understanding, it was door 103.
Whose department is that contract under, Kevin? Is that under IT, is it under, where was that? Who signed that contract or authorized that expenditure?
I don't remember if it was
Of course.
on IT or if it was coming from bond. I have to look at the way the PO's billed.
Someone entered into an agreement with Corson, correct?
Yeah, it was either me or previous staff.
Right. Can you help us to then backfill for $283.80? The vendor?
I need a motion to authorize Kevin to do that.
You just covered your motion if you're approving this.
Yeah.
Mr. President, I move that we allow Kevin Killinger to invoice the police change order number 50 in the amount of $283.80 upon review of the contract.
And then also want to approve. $283.80.
Oh, yes.
Approve the change order
And
and
approve the change order.
And, yes, and to reimburse Hager in the amount of $283.
Motion by Mr. Doyle, second by Mrs. Moore. Seeing no questions or comments, all those in favor? Aye.
Thank you.
That wall, Mr. Killinger. You're up. You didn't have anything, right? You don't have it.
I don't.
Afternoon. First item is discussion on our Carlisle and Baldwin Street Alley project. We've received bids. Brunswick Engineering has a recommendation for subsurface of Indiana for this project. I do have the new breakout on how this project is funded from street department, sanitary and water project. Did come in over engineer's estimate, but that seems to be a common thing here lately. So it is our recommendation to move forward with SSI, and we will reallocate the budget with the increase moving forward.
Is that what we see on cost of request is $421?
That was the
The
original.
original, not the real one, is what we got. Okay. Did he tell you how many try to tell you how many bids we have?
We have
Three bids. Two bids, and this one was the best one.
Yeah, the others were,
Sorry, Kevin, what was the original?
421.
Was it original? What is it now?
And that was out of three bids.
Oh,
the other bids were close to 900, I believe.
Yeah, one was over 900, the other one was right at 900.
And when did we come up with this 421? Was it 6 months ago?
Would have been back in February-ish, sometime around there.
What will be the project schedule, Kevin?
Charles, what was the anticipated start date?
As soon as you guys want to award it, and then get them on the contract, I think. Trying to work with taxman as quick as we can, but
We have tax main and we have repaving on Harriman Avenue, so we have some work on Harriman that we have to do, so we'd like to get in, out the road before Harriman is resurfaced from another project, which I think, just mentioned maybe, November, can be done by November, maybe a little sooner. Because they have to spend their funds by a certain date, so we didn't want to impact them. That's the street project. And the Harriman's being repaved from Old Plank all the way down into Southwood.
So just for the council's education, give us a summary of what we're doing for the alleyway work, if it's more than just repaving.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, absolutely. So this project, Friday, had the residents come in and complain. So the sanitary line in this section of the alley doesn't have much fault. So we had a lot of issues with the backing up. You remember about a year ago, we did an extensive repair. We were ready to dig up the main and found some unique fittings that were done, back in the 50s or so, or 60s. So this has been on the to-do list to provide more fall for that sanitary line, so the waste can get into us. And the water line in the alley is a 4-inch water main. With the recent development and investment here in downtown, we'd like to put an 8-inch water main in that section that will provide a loop for a better fire flow. So sanitary lines replaced, water mains replaced, center points are replaced their gas lines some years back. We have to work around them, so that's caused probably some increased tight quarters in that area. There's not much right of way. And of course, then rebuilding the road when we're done. So the sanitary line is 12 to 14 feet deep, I believe. The water's around 4 to 5 foot deep. So it's pretty extensive. Just about every utility's back there that we have to deal with.
Mr. President, I move that we approve the reconstruction between Baldwin and Carlisle, given the contract to subsurface of Indiana in the amount of $690,235.25.
Motion by Mr. Joel, second by Mr. Walls. Seeing no questions or comments, all those in favor? Aye.
Thank you. Do we need to reflect the council president to sign associated documents?
Sure. Mr. President, I move to amend that for any contracts with subservice to be signed by Council President or Vice President.
Motion by Mr. Joel, second by Mr. Moore. Seeing no questions or comments, the amendment, all those in favor? Aye.
Thank you. And the last item I have is permission to continue easement negotiations with our South Grove Cemetery project.
Mr. President, I move to authorize Kevin Killinger to continue easement negotiations in South Grove area.
Motion by Mr. Doyle, second by Mrs. Walls. Seeing no questions or comments, all those in favor? Aye. 4-0.
Thank you. That's all I have.
Do you have any board updates? Any miscellaneous? Anything fun? Wednesdays, farmer's market, August 5th. Big grand opening of the police station, be there. Everyone's welcome. Right, tours. God's gonna be telling jokes.
But we,
No clowns, I promise. 9 a.m.
Yep,
9 a.m. 9 a.m. 9 a.m. to 11, so. Yeah, for those of you watching at home, be there. All right. If there's nothing else, I will entertain a motion to adjourn.
So moved.
A second.
Yes, I-
Yeah.